This is a modern horror movie set in a timeless setting with a very interesting twist on the horror genre. However, not executed well at all. Today we are talking about 2015's It Follows, the directorial debut by David Robert Mitchell. This film has a 95% tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 66% popcorn meter. That is one of the biggest divides on a film that we've done yet, and I can tell you why. And it has a 6.8 on IMDb. This is a very innovative idea and just not well executed. It was filmed in Detroit, Michigan for $1.3 million and grossed $23 million in the box office. The scouting locations on Detroit, Michigan, really cool. The scenery, the cinematography, it looks great. They did a great job with scouting locations. That's one of the few things positive I can say about this movie. It is an interesting plot, very innovative plot, and it tells you this by a dialogue dump, which normally I hate, but there's no real other way to do it. So the plot of the movie is if you have relations with someone who's infected by this being, then the being starts to follow you. You can't let the being touch you or it will kill you, and you can pass the being along like a chain letter of death. You just have to have relations with someone else, then the being starts to follow them. Now, if that being kills that person, then it falls back in the chain and starts to follow you again. It's an interesting idea, but, you know, I feel the film didn't take long enough to explain a lot of aspects. When she's on the beach and there are 3 dudes in the boat, I thought she banged the 3 dudes, yet next thing I know, it is following her again. So did she not bang the 3 dudes? Did the 3 dudes die? I think they could have spent 2 minutes to explain that part of the timeline. At the end pool sequence, the middle-aged man is apparently her dad. I was reading stuff about the film after watching. That's her dad in real life, which I didn't know that. I didn't catch that in the movie. That would have been a lot more significant, but apparently there's just a little picture of the dad, so you were supposed to know that? Again, spend 2 minutes, do one little cutscene with her and her dad so you know that's her dad. When he comes back around, you go, oh, that's her dad. Like, is this your first fucking film? The pool scene is done interestingly where the POV is not the person who can see it, but it's our POV, which, why? Like, have that thing on the camera. I felt that was a bad choice. The pool scene itself was intentionally supposed to be a terrible idea because the director and writer said, well, what would kids come up with to beat this thing? Which, to be fair, took me 30 seconds. Okay, so this thing that follows you can only walk 3 miles an hour. All right, so you fly from Detroit and you go to LA. You've got, what, 2 months before it can catch you? Then after that, you fly to New York. You've got 4 months. Even better, clearly the thing can't go into the water. Fly to fucking London and you're safe for the rest of your life. I don't know. I was very excited about this film. The cover, the best horror movie made in decades. The cover is an old classic car. Kids are getting down in the back seat. I'm like, this is going to be a good horror film. When it started, I was like, this is great. I'm very excited about this. And I just slowly got let down and let down and let down, which again comes back to our 95% tomato rating. It is an innovative idea. I can understand why critics are going, oh, that's a great movie. Yeah, but it doesn't fucking deliver. It's a 66% popcorn meter because viewers are going, it's shit. It doesn't deliver on anything. One outstanding aspect about this film is the score. The score is really cool. I noticed it right off the bat. It's very electronic. It's a lot of deep synth. It's a lot of rhythmic stuff. Sometimes even the background score is drowning out dialogue in the film. It reminded me a lot of Air, who did Virgin Suicide's score. It was very just ominous and thumping, and it was a really cool score. Even from the get-go, that was my first note was, who did this score? This is incredible. And unfortunately, even the score has an asterisk by it. It's not that big of a deal. The score is done by a guy who goes by Disaster Piece. Which, really, I mean, I get it, it's 2025. The kid started scoring music online when he was a kid. He did the music for the video game called Fez. I get it, but you're a fucking adult now, man. Just go by Rich Freeland. Stop calling yourself Disasterpiece. When I saw Disasterpiece in the special features, I'm like, really? That's who did this score? It's a great score, however, and in there's a 15-minute little featurette with the composer Disasterpiece, in which he talks about the score. And I didn't even realize it or catch it in the movie, but the hair lifting scene on the beach, it's all digital beeps and boops. It's crazy. Like, you would never think that you could score a movie that way. But when I was watching the film, I didn't even catch that scoring part. I was so focused into the intensity of the film, I didn't notice that scoring. But whenever they show it in the 15-minute little featurette, I was like, oh, that's even cooler. Very innovative scoring idea. Again, 95% tomato meter by critics because innovative concept, innovative plot, great innovative score. But, again, just doesn't damn deliver on any of its promises. Interesting fact number 5 about It Follows. The film plot is based on a David Robert Mitchell reoccurring dream that he's had half of his life, where an entity just follows him. And sometimes it's his mom, sometimes it's his cousin. It can take the form of anything, but he can feel it in the dream that it's not natural and it shouldn't be following him. Interesting fact number 4 about It Follows. As an homage to John Carpenter, the first person killed in the film is named Annie, just like in Halloween, and the lead character, Jay, gets her name from the lovely Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis. Interesting fact number 3 about It Follows. The film is set in a very interesting, again, innovative concept of a timeless and spaceless area. It's supposed to feel like a dreamscape, supposed to feel like you're no time, no space. There are 80s CRT TVs. There are weird clamshell futuristic e-readers. Almost no one has a cell phone. The cars that are depicted are brand new 1980s cars and brand new 2010 cars. The time period is shifting from day to day. In the start of the day, they're wearing bathing suits. By the end of the night, they're wearing winter coats. It's not supposed to feel like a specific time period, and that's intentional. Which, again, it's an innovative idea, but really the only thing that leads you to believe that it has any kind of futuristic ties is the little e-reader. Throw that e-reader out and I would have just thought this movie was based in the 80s. The fashion, all of it, is pretty 80s. I think it was an innovative idea, but I don't think it was necessary, and I don't think it complemented the film all that well. Interesting fact number 2, in classic horror fashion. This film, if there is danger lurking, you will see the color red. Rather that be red fingernails, red ball, red cars, red clothing, red lighting. Anytime there is danger imminent, there is the color red. Interesting fact number 1 about the 2015 film It Follows. This movie has an incredibly low death toll, with only 2 deaths in the entire movie. The first being the opening scene, which is 2 or 3 minutes into the movie, maybe 5, and the second almost towards the end of the movie. There is not much death in this movie at all to still be pretty psychologically horrifying. My retro recommendation for a must-watch on this film, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. If you're in film school, you should watch it, definitely. It's interesting ideas, it's innovative, if you're just an average Joe, there's no fucking reason to watch this movie. It's not that good. I probably won't watch it again for a long time. I'll keep it. And because, again, it's innovative. There are pluses about this film. The soundtrack's amazing. But I don't think I'll probably watch this for another 5 or 10 years. I wasn't too impressed. I hate to say it. For our Halloween rating, I'm giving this a 1 out of 5 on the jump scare meter. There's a couple jump scares. It's not much. They're pretty predictable. You know they're coming. And yet still they kind of try and pull a jump scare, which, I don't know. It's just didn't sell me. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 on the Goosebumps meter just because, I mean, you could kind of be horrified by something following you around at a slow pace, but is it really that believable? And for our gore meter, I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. Not much gore. There's, the opening scene and the second death. Other than that, it's really just something following you, which It's not that gory. Not a great movie. I wasn't too impressed. Let's talk about our special features. Not much at all. There's the trailer, and there's a 15-minute documentary with Disaster Piece, which it was an insightful little 15-minute piece, but not enough special features for me to give a shit. I don't know, man. This 6 out of 10. It Follows. What do you think in the comments below? Did you like this? I don't know. Day 4 of Halloween. The end of the movie, there's this little simp white knight neighbor boy who's in love with the girl, and he throws himself at her feet and says, please, have relations with me so it'll follow me and leave you alone. And then the film ends with them walking down the street and it following both of them. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, kid? That is the epitome of a damaged woman. Do not marry that up. Do not wife that up.